What's up, guys? It's Scion. I'm back, and this time we're going to take a look at Haku. So this is going to be Haku Unlimited. Alright, so we're going to go in, and as soon as it loads, get a good look at him. Okay, so this is a 3-star version, and pretty much you can get him at 2 stars, and he only has 4 skills, but we ain't going to talk about that version. We're just going to talk about the 3-star version. His crystal mirrors increase attack and ninjutsu of 40% for ninjas of a water attribute from your team, as well as dodge rate by launching a barrier. When used again, cause ninjutsu damage up to 4 enemy bodies and cause low float to enemy. Now let's talk about this. This does a lot of damage for somebody who is like literally like Generation 0 ninja. Like he's like one of the first ninja that you encounter and can piece together along with your team 7, 8, and like the rest of them. So you have him pretty early. The Taijutsu Attack, front enemy has a chance to triple combo and cause low float. His third, which is his third skill or whatever, his compassion, which is a passive, increase the damage caused by Haku by 40%, but he cannot kill enemies. This is actually very strong. Very, very strong. When you buff him, he can actually one-shot people but not kill them. It's pretty nasty, pretty crazy, and he has skill books. Now we're going to look at that a little bit later, but yeah, Haku has skill books, and currently right now in China, you freaking like, oh my goodness, like he's the ninja of the month, and you get skill books for him. So I'm like, bro, like why does he have skill books? Like why is he even a thing? But apparently he is a thing. Whatever. Alright, so the fourth one is his chase. I have 1,000 needles of death. It chases and attacks repulse and causes low float, which is okay. And then the fifth one is acupuncture. Needles cause acupuncture to the receiver's attack. Of a critical attack, the enemy with acupuncture can now use chakra skills for 3 rounds. So that's pretty cool. If you put some crit on him, he pretty much screws people. Alright. So let's actually go in and look at his growth, which is pretty terrible, but it's alright. Terrible and alright, but alright, but whatever. His life growth is under average, his attack growth is abysmal, his defense growth is abysmal, ninjutsu and resistance growth is around the same thing, under average. Now here's the thing. If you mod him correctly and you build him correctly, you can actually use him all the way up to 100 like this. As scrubby as he is right now, you can, because his passive scales with other things very strongly, and you can basically smack people down to 1 point of health. You won't kill him, but you'll be able to smack an entire team. Now, if you want to do something like that, it's up to you. What you can do from that point is you can put him together with a water main and nuke somebody down to like 1 HP, and then they'll all be poisoned and bleed to death at the end of the round, which is rather OP. But if they have some type of way to get out of that, then something good. But there is that. That's a thing. That's a thing right there. So let's put that out there. So he's not that bad of a character. He can actually be pretty useful when it comes to stuff like that. And I've seen people do stuff like that. Alright, so now we're going to look at the Awakener version in China. Now the Awakener version, let's look at his stuff first, is pretty much the same type of thing when it comes to his stats. His life is average, his attack is better than it was before, his defense is, I'm not too sure, was that better? I don't even care. His ninjutsu and his resistance is around the same damn thing too. Now here's the thing about him. Let's go ahead. It doesn't show you that way. That's fine. Alright, now right off the bat, his first skill, which is the ice mirrors, again, you do not need to actually change the field for you to do it. Like, it'll change the field automatically and do the attack at the same time, which is badass, and it's going to hit 4 enemies and cause water and wind damage, and it has a chance to cause low float, which I don't like. Why does it have a chance? I'm like, bruh, like, just do it. Why you gotta have a chance? But it's what it does, so that's fine. It has a battlefield cooldown of 1 round, and that's fine. When it happens, it has cooldowns and 2-round cooldowns, and then it's gonna eat 40 chakra, which kind of sucks, but whatever. So his second attack is a standard attack, and the same type of thing, causes low float and acupuncture. His third skill right there is a chase. It chases repulse and goes after low float and causes acupuncture, which he screws people with skills a good deal. His passive is increased damage done by I want to say non-reincarnated. I guess that'd be undead, undead. So that would mean anybody who's not undead, they're taking extra damage, which sucks because you're usually going to fight a lot of people who don't have undead. So yeah, so he's going to screw people. But that's good overall. It works pretty well with what his theme is. Now he doesn't have that crap, of course, but whatever. And the fifth one is at the beginning of the battle, launch the barrier that increases ninjutsu and attack, which is the same thing that he had before, but now you do it at the same time with the main attack and the prompt. So that's cool. For each action within this barrier, Haku will reduce the round of his cooldown mastery. So pretty much consider the cooldown mastery is 2 rounds. He pretty much can do it every other round, like that attack, which is kind of nasty. That's kind of nasty. Again, you can put that with a wind main, a water main, and be pretty scary. So let's actually go in before I tell you my opinion. No, not this. I'm gonna go here. And I actually do not know what these skill books do. However, you do have them for this, so I don't know, unfortunately, what they do. I don't really think that they're going to matter, to be honest with you. The only thing that I would think that it was actually going to matter for, as you can see right here, like, look what happens to that at +2. 60% damage. That's why I was like, why are people using, because I've seen it a few times, and I was like, why aren't you using the reanimated version? Like, why the hell are you using this version? And I was like, I didn't really know why until I saw the skill book and saw a 60% extra damage. So let's say you put him together with one of the Kage, who actually the buffs. Who would buff him? You put him together with anybody who throws out a normal buff, and that 60% damage is not freaking fair. So I would go even as far as to say that he's better than the reanimated version with skill books. Like, that's crazy. That's craziness right there. The reanimated version is actually pretty awesome too. So a lot of people have Haku a little bit underrated right now, especially when he gets skill books. Haku can do a thing. He can be, yes, stop it with the girl stuff. He could do his thing. So we're gonna wrap this up. Haku is apparently the man, and as ironic as that is to say, bottom left is going to be more Naruto Online videos. Bottom right is going to be more MMO. Top right, Lady Legacy. Top left, random video. And of course, hit that bell so you can be first in the notification squad. You guys be legendary, and I'll catch you soon.